Welcome back, everybody, to IxSHE Tell, where we are, I don't know, listening to some. I get like a fair music vibe from this.
It very much reminds me of some kind of festival music from a Story of Seasons game.
Yeah.
That's always what it makes me think of. It's a march, I think. Anyway.
Turning around, I thank Kozuka and Yuki-senpai once more before directing them to go back to class.
IxSHE Tell.
Yeah, that's what we're playing.
Thank you. I'm ready. We're running. I don't know why we're running. That's a good reason to run.
I think maybe we're running from something.
I do believe so.
Yuki-san, いろんな男の人と噂あるけど、略奪愛っちゃう?
Are you part of the newspaper club by any chance? I told you. I haven't decided yet. And besides, those are just rumors.
After school, I decide to head to the vending machines for a quick cafe all day. I don't know how to say that.
Olé.
Before the student council meeting.
I'm so winded, my thoughts are winded.
Putting the straw to my lips, I started daydreaming about Koshimuzi and the other girls.
I'm sorry, who?
Look, Koshimizu. Whatever.
Close enough. You want to... Sorry, one more time.
Let me run back. Putting the straw to my lips, I started daydreaming about Koshimuzi. Damn it! Look, she's third-year girl A, that's why I started daydreaming about her, and then she's right there.
I can't say anything. I had so much trouble in Monday's episode.
Putting the straw to my lips, I started daydreaming about Koshimuzu and the other girls. When all of a sudden, this group of girls surrounded me and started hounding me about who I was going to choose.
Is this the price of fame? I think Yuki-senpai said I was the most sought-after guy in school or something.
But I haven't decided anything yet, so I really wish they'd leave me alone.
I mean, I know we've been gone for a week, but come on. Oh, over there.
I duck in the shadow of a nearby gazebo as a girl runs past me unaware.
あれ、確かにこっちに来たと思ったんだけどな。
I'm still convinced no matter what he says, he's just in a bush.
He's just hiding it. I was thinking he just whipped out one of those stick-on mustaches and some goofy glasses and was like, oh, I haven't seen Hajime. Maybe if you look over there. Does she really expect that to work?
いないか。しょうがない。他を探。これは会長が飲んでいたカフェオレのパック?
Ah, crap. I guess I dropped it. Whatever, it's just trash. I'll throw it in the trash can once she leaves.
話は聞けなかったけど、いいものを拾ったわ。
Wait.
早速これも今夜の会長ファンクラブでオークションに出品しなきゃ。
Oh my god, I almost said, what, is she gonna auction it online or something? But, so this is what it's
Close.
like to be, the object of affection for a fan club, kind of like Sylvie in Kinkoi.
Yeah.
Weird. She's gonna do what?
I just barely managed to keep myself from yelling aloud.
An auction? And I have a fan club?
会長の使用済みの割り箸を欲しがってた子もいるし、今回のオークションも荒れそうね。
How long has this black market existed under my nose?
You can tell he's not me, because I would immediately be like, alright, look, I'm gonna give you my drawers, and then we gonna split it 50-50.
Yeah, except for the problem is, she would probably have hogtied you and dragged you to the auction.
True. I'm selling Hajime. Ah! Once I confirm that girl has left, I quickly head towards the student council room, careful not to be spotted by any of her friends. This is where we play Metal Gear Solid.
That transition noise, too. Good. You're all here.
はい、会長で最後です。
I have my reasons.
I've narrowly made it in time for the meeting due to taking the long route so I wouldn't be seen. Kozuka and Alba are already here, and for some reason so are Shiori and Koshimizu.
というか、なんで窓から
Look, I ran out of trank darts. I had to do the best I could. Because there's a group of girls prowling around the front entrance looking for me. Did you know about this Ninomiya fan club?
もちろんっす。この前も会長が使った割り箸、オークションに投げたらすごかったっす。
You know, I guess I should have seen that coming. That was you?
てか会長、聞いたっすよ。
About what?
俺が振られたあのミス牽制官に告られたらしいじゃないっすか。
Alright, I forgive you for the chopsticks. On a related note, instead of being excommunicated from Yuki Senpai's fan club, I'd been given honorary discharge.
I'm sure she'd like to give us an honorary discharge, if you know what I mean.
まあ会長が相手ってことなら素直に負けを認めざるを得ないっすけどね。俺には恋愛解禁なんて大それたことできませんでしたし。
Thankfully, Hakuwa doesn't seem to hold any feelings of resentment towards me.
Yet.
それより会長、今日から始まる写真部の取材ですけど。
I read that wrong.
What did you read?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I guess the less I know, the better off I am. Oh, right. Sorry.
取材担当、花森しおりです。
Oh, okay. You're gonna be running the cover on us, Shiori?
私なら変に意識しないだろうって。
I guess that's true. Still, I wish she had told me about this earlier. Alright, glad to have you with us, Miss Photographer.
任せて。
Okay, I'm taking back that statement. I'm no longer glad.
She pulls out her personal mirrorless single-lens camera with a cheeky grin.
Fancy.
Wait, why is she grinning?
それじゃあ早速ですけど、今回の男女交際解禁について、学園側としてはあくまで紳士淑女の品格を磨くため慎みを持って行動すること。
Well, from the fact that we have a fan club, I kind of feel like we've already failed.
をテーマというか指針に掲げています。なのにどうしてこんな騒ぎになってるのよ。まだ2日よ。
Well, you know, everyone loves a good romance story.
So much that they try to chase me down.
特に会長の周りで大騒ぎなんですけど。
Just a coincidence, I'm sure.
それにこの騒ぎで学園側が不適切だって判断したら撤回になるかもしれないんですよ。それは困りますね。でしょ？で、どうしてあなたがここにいるんですか？
A good question.
I was wondering that too.
Alright, we're keeping yours.
私、体験入部で写真部に行ったんですよ。そしたらちょうど花森さんが取材に出るということで、一日でも早く学園になれるにはちょうどいい機会だと思い、今日だけ同行させてもらいました。
I guess that makes sense, but I can't help but question why the photography club gave her permission.
本音は？生徒会中の二宮さんも見ておきたくて。まったく、写真部は何をしてるのよ。いえいえ、ちょっとお願いしたら快く承諾してくれたんです。
I'm just convinced she can get away with anything.
Mm-hmm.
So they fell victim to Koshimizu's charms.
To all the boys who lived through the romantic prohibition, Koshimizu's angelic voice must sound as sweet as a whisper from the devil.
Are you okay with this, Shiori?
外の感覚もあると比較になるから。
Fair enough.
Figuratively speaking, most of us here have had our minds poisoned by the school's regulations. So, in that sense, you could say that bringing in a third party was a good call on Shiori's part.
だからって 責めるつもりはありませんけど、この騒ぎも小清水さんの告白からなんですよ。こんなんじゃ私だって落ち着かないし。
副会長さん、まさかことに乗じて解禁を撤回させようなどとお考えではありませんわよね。
撤回？ん？そうよ！ナイスアイディア、横塚さん。
Wait, what?
はい。
会長？
Yeah?
She steps closer, driving me toward the windowsill.
Oh god, she's gonna push me out the window and take over as president.
小清水さんたちの告白を否定するつもりはありません。ですが私は個人的な感情よりも風紀を守るべき立場にあります。それは会長も同じです。
I suppose so, but,
だから私はここに宣言します。
ちょっと山吹先輩、まさか本当に？
会長、いえ、二宮君。
yes?
私と付き合ってください。
Wait, what?
What?
そして犯しましょう。人には言えないたくさんの男女の過ちを。
Sounds like a party, I'm in. What?
どういうことっすか会長。男女の過ちって2人ってそういう仲だったんすか？
No, we're doing it in front of your faces. No. I swear I don't know what she's talking about. Yamabuki?
We're both executive members of the council, so I do spend a lot of time with her on a day-to-day basis. She's pretty run-of-the-mill in terms of both looks and personality, but more than makes up for it with her diligence and sensibility.
Is that what we're seeing on the screen right now? Diligence and sensibility?
Oh, look at those big diligence and sensibility. Okay, at least he gets to it, yeah. That said, she definitely is a great body.
お待ちください。山吹先輩。
Can't control the camera. Why are you freaking out more than I am?
副会長にまで告られるとか。鬼やばいよ、モテモテじゃん。明日死ぬんじゃない？
Why, are you gonna kill us? I would rather not consider that possibility.
If you have to kill me, God, please make it a death by a meteorite or something else that's quick and painless.
照れていただけで、本当は山吹さんも二宮さんが大好きだったんですね。
いや、好きとか本当そういうのじゃなくて、勘違いしないでよ。私は二宮君と問題を起こして解禁を撤回させることが目的なんだから。体を許すからって心まで許すわけじゃないんだからね。
Wait, what was that part?
わかりやすいですわ。
Say, Yamabuki, I get why you're doing this. But if you don't actually have feelings for me, can we just pretend this never happened and move on?
それはダメ。
やっぱり副会長、お兄のこと好きなんじゃん。
だからそういうのじゃなくて、そうよ。二宮君が男女の過ちを犯すにしたって一般生徒を犯させるわけにはいかないもの。
I volunteer myself as tribute.
I was about to say, you lead one horny brigade, and the next thing you know. Why are you making me out to be some scumbag?
だから一般生徒にぶっかけ迷惑をかけるくらいならその劣情を受け止めるのも副会長の務めよ。
Literally or figuratively? Swallow what exactly? I don't remember that being in her job description. Did I write that?
Didn't read it thoroughly enough.
Look, I can tell you're really stressed out, so why don't you go back to the dorm and rest for now? Sound good?
こちらこそお互いを知るところからお願いします。
That's my line! Anyhow, I've been thinking of a way to convince the school that the pursuit of opposite-sex relationships has merit.
Yamabuki's confession had ultimately concluded the same way the others did, both of us deciding that it'd be better to get to know each other first.
I have the feeling it was more us and less her.
Not that Yamabuki ever admitted to it being a confession. But regardless, the meeting had continued smoothly from there.
よろしければ先輩のお考え早速お聞かせいただけますか？
Right. It's pretty simple, actually. Now, this might sound a little old-fashioned, but I was thinking we could design posters to place in eye-catching locations around the school. On these posters will be a guy and a girl pretending to be a romantic couple.
カップル？
But this is democracy, so I'd like to gauge support first. Show of hands. Who's in favor of this idea?
Everyone instantly raises their hands in unanimous approval.
Great. Now, what should we do about the promotional images?
写真は私が。
Perfect.
All that's left is to decide on our models.
Since it's my idea, I'll volunteer to play the role of the guy. So then we'll need someone to volunteer to be the girl.
私が？
Yep.
Alright.
ひゅー、ウニーモテモテ。
羨ましいっす。
While I appreciate the enthusiasm, I don't think polygamy quite fits the image we're going for. Yet.
Harem route. Harem route.
How about we do 3 different versions? One of each of you in it.
こっちは何パターンでもいいけど。待って会長。
What is it?
確かに1対3よりはマシかもしれないけど、それはそれで会長が特会引っかえしてるみたいじゃない？
Ouch.
But I understand the point she's making.
Then let's add another guy. Would you be willing, Hakua?
ドーンと来いっす。
Oh. Yikes.
Hakua crawls into a corner of the room and assumes the fetal position.
Man, he looks like a pretty tough dude on the outside, but his mental fortitude is more fragile than a feather.
規範を示すのであれば、県政官の生徒会長と三崎浜の生徒会長という組み合わせこそがよろしいかと。
You know, you actually make a good point.
I was about to say, she has a really good point with that.
待ちなさい。だったら生徒会長と副会長って組み合わせだってベストでしょ？
Also good.
ベストじゃありません。服が余計です。
Or
あ
not.
なた、お子ちゃまみたいなことを。ですが事実ですわ。
Calm down, you two.
私はそういう義務とかじゃなくて、二宮さんと一緒に写真が撮りたいです。
Honestly, she might have the best argument.
You know.
二宮さんは私とじゃ
おー
満足できませんか？
Well, when you put it like that. No, of course you are, but the thing is...
Her tone sounded way too innocent. I'm suspicious.
ちょっと小清水さん、近いから。抜けかけは許しませんわよ。
Turns out that it's not that fun being on the receiving end of a confession either. How about we draw straws then? That's fair, right?
逃げちゃダメでしょ。
Why, are you drawing a straw? Why must you betray me, sister?
There's simply no easy solution to this. Picking one means I can't please everyone.
せっかくのご提案ですが、私としては仮に選ばれなかったとしても、二宮会長に決めていただきたいです。
Wow.
そうね。運で決まるより、その方が納得できるわ。
Why don't we do rock, paper, scissors then? That's not random luck.
私はどちらでも構いませんけど。
Well, if the majority wants me to do it, then I guess I gotta do it. Alright, I've got a few more things on the agenda for today, so I'll decide on a partner tonight and inform everyone tomorrow, okay?
After receiving everyone's consent, our student council meeting comes to an end.
No pressure. So much pressure.
Ooh.
すごーい。 まるで外国の街みたいです。その通りですわ。ここはもともと外国からの技術者向けの居留区でしたので。
I misread that. Did you also misread?
No, I'm looking at the thing. The town.
Oh, yeah.
I mentioned this, I think, in literally the first video. You played the Hitman from like 2017 or 2016, right?
Yes.
This looks so much like that one area.
It really does. Also,
level. Like, I just imagine myself messing up and having to run on the roofs again.
I just imagine myself dressed up like that bunny man in that sign over there. But also executing people. Speaking of, I misread this as a settlement meant to attack foreign professionals, so that fits.
余談ではありますが、私の家は代々この地の名士として有名で、その名を知らぬ者はいないとまで言われておりましたの。
Who? My family, on the other hand, lives in another city that's half an hour away by train. The city being the famous tourist attraction that it is, though, I'd come here on a number of school field trips as a child. But Koshimizu, someone who, by her own admission, had rarely been allowed to leave the house, had naturally never stepped foot here.
So, why are you two tagging along with me again?
あの結城先輩のことですから、何を仕掛けてくるかわかりませんわ。ですので、先輩のことは私がお守りいたします。
Wow. Speaking of misreading things, also wow. You know the suggestion lion right there?
I do now.
I misread it as suggestion loin.
Maybe later? Right. Thanks, I guess. I don't know what you're thinking she's going to do to me, though. She only wants to have a cup of coffee together.
あ、二宮さん、あのお店は何ですか?
Suggestion loin. Koshimizu, please, don't pull on me like that.
She pulls me close. So close that I begin to worry about my arm sinking into the depths of her massive cleavage. But perhaps she's aware of that herself. She lingers just out of contact, careful not to brush them against me.
I'm sure she does. Oh, I'm so horny right now. Wait, what the hell, me? I was walking around town in broad daylight. This is not the time to be getting horny.
二宮さん。
I'm not horny. What's up?
そのですね。先ほどからちらちらと二宮さんの視線が気になりまして。
We've been through this. We have no control over the camera. None. Shit, she saw me.
いやいや、私としては全然構わないんですよ。二宮さんが私の胸、体とはいえ、まずは興味を持ってくださることが嬉しいので。
After the bedroom incident, how could we not?
ですので、お望みでしたらどうぞ。
Kozuka then...
Oh.
Kozuka then places a hand to her own breast while glancing on and off at Koshimizu in pure envy.
Even if no one's around, you should really stop fondling yourself in the middle of the street.
やはり大きさですか?
Not necessarily. Absolutely not. I mean, it's hard not to look, but that's normal. Koshimizu is a pretty dangerous individual in a lot of ways.
I can't afford to let my guard down around her. Plus, Kozuka seems like a sensitive type, too. I'd accidentally gotten her worried about something she shouldn't have to worry about.
Anyway, just to be clear, I wasn't leering at Koshimizu. And Koshimizu, could I please ask you to give me a bit of space as well? I'm sorry, but I don't want to cause any more misunderstandings.
よくわかりませんが、そういうことでしたら、
She retreats out of arm's reach for the moment, but continues to walk close by my side. Satisfied regardless, though, I urge her and Kozuka, still touching her breast by the way, towards Yuki-senpai's house.
Just walking down the street, honk honk.
ここですか。先ほどの商店街とは雰囲気が少し違いますね。
The building looks brand new. The exterior design perfectly fits the image of a small casual cafe.
The shopping district is an older part of town. This area here was developed later so it wouldn't clash with the local scenery.
あれ、ゆいぽん？
Pawn?
I seem to remember Yuki-senpai affixing the same honorific to Kozuka's name.
あれ、県政官の会長さん？ごきげんよう、モカ。うん、ごきげん。ってそうじゃなくて。どうしたの、ゆい？
Since we've never met before, I decide to introduce myself. Apparently, her shock stemmed from the fact that she'd heard about Kozuka confessing to me.
Among other people. Yeah, I've heard your sister mention you before. Mocha-chan, I'll remember it.
はい。普段、私もゆいも、青葉ちゃんと仲良くさせていただいてます。
She can be a bit of an idiot and rather foul-mouthed in addition to her troublemaker side, but I'm glad she has such nice friends.
迷惑だなんて、青葉ちゃんはみんなのムードメーカーって感じですから。それでは皆さん、お店の中へどうぞ。
Hard to believe that goofball has such polite, mature friends. Ooh, nice cafe.
いらっしゃいませ。カフェレストラン砂時計へようこそ。
Out of curiosity, how...
Are you the hourglass?
That's where I was going.
I know.
Hi there, senpai.
二宮くん。そろそろかなって待ってたとこ。
I have chaperones.
ごきげんよう、ゆうき先輩。こんにちは。素敵なお店ですね。
Her face.
I like the change with Kasumi.
Just complete and utter disgust.
I knew I should have come alone.
Sorry, senpai. I'm the one who let them tag along, so...
二宮先輩、連帯の必要はございませんわ。ゆうき先輩、この私がそう簡単に抜け駆けさせるとでも思いまして？
She is crafty.
この私のパーフェクトな作戦を邪魔するなんて、さすがゆいぽんね。
I'm pretty sure it was peccable.
I just think it's funny. It's like everything you do apparently has to be perfect in some variety.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure everyone did, actually.
ああ、内装もかわいい。
She's doing her own thing.
二宮さん、どのお席にしますか？あ、私は二宮さんの隣に座りますね。
Oh.
って小清水先輩。ポスター作り。ええ、私たちがモデルを務めますの。
Okay, how much do you want to bet the next couple of lines are going to be? Are you kidding? Who would be more perfect for these posters than Miss Kensaika?
Yep.
なら私もやる。
Which, okay, in her actual defense, she would probably be correct.
It's true, she is the literal poster child of Kensai-kan.
だって私、2年連続ミス県政官よ。適任じゃない？
Yep.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
No.
Probably no one.
二宮くんはどう思う？
Our posters would definitely get a lot more attention, that's for sure.
I'd fully expect the overall campaign to be twice as effective.
ちょっと。どちらにせよ、まだ決まってないことですし、いいんじゃないですか？小清水先輩までライバルが増えますのよ。それだけ私の好きになった人が人気者ということですから、私は構いませんよ。そうでしたわね。小清水先輩はそういったお考えをお持ちでしたわね。
I'm amazed she can say that with such a straight face. It makes me embarrassed just hearing it.
あ、二宮さん
Hmm?
そんなにじっと見つめられると嬉しいんですが、照れてしまいます。
What she said.
二宮君
She may look innocent on the outside, but geez, she's practically like a spider when she decides when she wants to strike.
I can't exactly tell what's on her mind, but I get the feeling I've already played right into her hands.
Or web.
At the same time, though, I'm not detecting any malice or trickery in her actions. No, she's real up
そ
front.
うです。
Mhm.
結城先輩、ライバルが増えたといえば。
Yeah, she's pretty forward to a fault.
どうしたの？
それがですね、生徒会活動中に山吹さんが告白をしたんですよ。
告白？誰に？
二宮さんです。
あの堅物恋愛反対女王が？
Damn. Yeah,
I
as
mean, that's not incorrect.
No, it really isn't. Yeah, as hard as it is to believe, I'd advise against saying that to her face, though.
It's not like I'm proud of all these confessions, however, so I try to put a bit of exasperation in my tone.
Oh, good. Then I chose wisely.
まさかここに来て副会長が出てくるとは。お客さん来ちゃったから、みんなはゆっくりしてってね。
A sophisticated-looking older gentleman enters the shop and greets Yuki-senpai affectionately. Given how sociable she is with everyone, it's not hard to see how these rumors of her having multiple boyfriends sprung up.
噂は噂ですよ。
Hmm?
お待たせしました。ブレンドのブラック2つとハーブティーです。
Mocha-chan stands in front of our table carrying the drinks we ordered.
お姉ちゃんに彼氏がいるって噂気にしてるのかなと思いまして。
Can everybody in this game just read my mind, or what? Oh, that. I've heard them, yeah, but Yuki-senpai already told me that there's no amount of truth to them.
あ、そうだったんですね。もともと派手で目立ちますし、何より社交的すぎる方ですから。
Would have never guessed she loves to be the center of attention.
Yeah, that wasn't obvious at all.
Kozuka takes a tiny sip of her coffee, grimaces visibly, and then sets the cup back down.
小塚さん、ミルクとお砂糖入れないんですか？
No, I'm a big girl. I drink my coffee black.
いつもブラックですので必要ございませんわ。
Adding milk can help prevent indigestion, and a bit of sugar will go a long way to keeping your blood sugar at healthy levels. That's especially important for you, Kozuka, since you use your brain a lot.
そうでしたの？
Speaking of which, I worked my brain pretty hard today too. Could I get some milk and sugar to go with my coffee?
そういうことでしたらのか？はーい、ちょっと待っててね。
Instead of walking towards the counter, though, she turns towards me and whispers,
会長さん、やりますね。
Nah, I just got a craving for cafe au lait, that's all.
ゆいぽんたちが先輩を好きになった理由、なんとなく分かった気がします。
She flashes me a cheerful smile before walking off to fetch us milk and sugar.
I don't know how to feel about that.
After finishing our wonderful drinks, the three of us decide to head home before it gets dark.
IxSHE Tell.
Whew, today's been a hell of a day. The ban on romance was lifted only 48 hours ago. Yet I've already had 4 gorgeous ladies come and confess their love to me, arguably 4 of the most attractive girls across the 2 schools. At least he wasn't like, And I've already had 3 beautiful girls and the vice president confess to me.
Oh, I like her.
It all happened so abruptly that I'm still wondering that I might be dreaming.
Shiori?
Can you come to the cafeteria?
Yes, I can. I'm not doing anything at the moment.
Sure, on my way there now. After sending my reply, I walk out of the room and shut the door behind me.
Nobody's getting my meat.
Time to get, number 5.
はじめこっち
My eyes locate her not a second before I enter the room.
Were you already here when you sent me that text?
ラウンジは人がいて落ち着かないから
Yeah, it gets most crowded around this time when everyone's coming back from dinner. So, what did you want?
ポスター作りの話はじめ誰を選んだらいいか悩んでるみたいだったから
Oh, yeah, I guess I am. Thanks for the concern.
You can't hide anything from your childhood friend, I guess. It's really reassuring to have someone to talk to at times like these.
はじめだって戸惑うよねいきなりみんなに告白されるんだもん
Yeah, I'm happy, but it's still a pretty big shock.
It's pretty much a dream come true. But it's also the first time I've ever had a girl confess to me.
でもそれって小清水さんが言ってたけどはじめが魅力的な人だからじゃない
Oh, shucks. Can't say I've ever thought that highly of myself. Now that I think about it, Mocha-chan said the same thing earlier. What about you, Shiori? You've known me since childhood. How would you rate me as a person?
はじめもちろん魅力的だよ多分
Man, is that supposed to be a compliment?
それとも告白は全部断って私にする
Irrespective of the fact that I've known her forever, Shiori's a beautiful, kind girl. She's the kind of person I can talk to about anything. Plus, we already know everything there is to know about each other. If I started to seriously consider her as a member of the opposite sex, I'd probably fall for her in an instant.
I'll have to think about it.
その反応はひどくない
Well, now we're even then.
じゃあ私はいつでもいいよとだけ言っとくね
Yeah, I might honestly have to take you up on that one day. Well, we got a little sidetracked, but what about the posters did you want to talk about?
そうそうだからそんなはじめにアドバイス
Oh?
ポスターの相手も告白の返事もはじめは自分が誰か一人を選んだらどうなるんだろう
I mean, I figured I could just save and roll back.
みんなの関係が悪くなるんじゃないかって思ってない
I guess.
I don't hate any of them, and I'd hate for something like this to drive us apart.
考えすぎむしろはじめは俺がお前らを選んでやるくらいの気持ちでいいんだよ
So she is for the harem route.
Harem route.
I don't quite think that it'd go over very well.
そう見方にもよると思うけど優柔不断が一番相手を傷つけるって言うから堂々とするのも一つの優しさじゃないかな
Honesty. Yeah, I guess she has a point.
みんな真剣だからこそ初めには自分自身で決めてほしいし中途半端じゃなくてきちんと答えを出してもらいたいと思ってるんだよ
You really think so?
うん保証はできないけど
You seem awfully confident in giving me all this advice, considering. Just kidding. Thanks, Shiori. I appreciate it. This is the first time I've ever actually talked about girls with her. It's kinda embarrassing, to tell you the truth.
気にしないで私は好きでやってることだから
Well, still.
Even despite that, I feel like I rely on her too much sometimes.
You're always there for me when I need someone to talk to, so I feel like you deserve a thanks.
私は初めの一番の理解者になれればそれでいいよ
Not to mention that whole idea with the photography club, which was all yours. And even when I was running during the elections, you helped me with my speeches and stuff almost every single day, even though you had your own club matters to attend to as well. Surely there must have been other things that you'd rather have been doing than helping me day in and day out.
それは違うよ。選挙で始めを手伝ったのは私にとっても恋愛禁止の校則が邪魔だったから。
You did?
でも私の場合、人前に出るのは苦手。だから代わりに始めを応援して絶対に勝ってもらおうと思ったの。
You've never told me this before.
聞かれなかったから。
Touché.
Apparently, Shiori had other reasons for helping me, aside from the fact that we're friends.
So, if you wanted the ban on romance lifted, does that mean you have someone you... Wait, stop, Hajime. That is a very tactless thing to ask. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
いやいやいや、そこは踏み込まなきゃダメでしょ。
How long have you been listening?
兄ちゃんのそのチンコは飾りなの？違うでしょ。
Not this clown again.
Yasumasa, you little shit. Were you eavesdropping on us?
そんなの今はどうだっていいよ。
Hell yes it is.
それより今のどう考えても姉ちゃんのフラグでしょ。回収しないでどうすんのさ。
A little meta, but alright. You've been playing way too many games, my friend.
そうだよ。恋愛は恋は駆け引き、ある種のゲームなんだよ。
I worry about him sometimes.
Who are you to be telling me what to do? You've never had a girlfriend either.
安政、ハウス行こうか。
Uh-oh.
ちょ待って姉ちゃん。僕今姉ちゃんのために。
レッドオアハウス。
Hey, that's one of the voice sample lines.
そんなのハウスに決まってるじゃん。って聞いてる僕の話。僕は兄ちゃんに姉ちゃんの。
安政、気をつけ。
Yes, mom!
I'm guessing this is a topic that Shiori takes very seriously.
兄ちゃん助け。
Bye.
I take that to mark the end of my conversation with Shiori. Putting aside the fact that we never finished the discussion about the posters, I'll have to find some time to talk with Yasumasa in the bath. I stand there watching as he's dragged out of sight, then head back to my own room.
Quickly, to tend to my meat. That's not a double entendre.
After talking things over with Shiori yesterday, I was quickly able to decide who to model with for posters. As a result, I've woken up this morning feeling wonderful.
The weather's great too. I have a feeling today's gonna be a good day.
二宮さん、おはようございます。おはよう、はじめ。
Oh, good morning, you two. Waiting for Yamabuki, I'm guessing?
The only 3 second-year girls who live in this dorm just happen to be Shiori, Yamabuki, and Koshimizu.
いえ、山吹さんは用があるということで先に出ました。待ってたのははじめだよ。
Really? If you told me yesterday, I would have gotten out here quicker.
いえいえ、こうして今か今かと待つ時間も楽しいものですから。
Not to put too fine a point on it, but Koshimizu hasn't exactly had the most normal student life until now. Maybe that's why she's trying to enjoy every little thing as much as he can, almost to the point of silliness.
Well, I'm ready if you two are.
I follow behind them as we make our way to the cafeteria.
Let's see. Bread, rice, or noodles?
Shiori and Koshimizu walk up to the order counter, seemingly having already decided what to eat. I have a limited time to eat, so I probably should decide soon.
Thump.
Thumb.
Sorry about that. I was looking at the menu.
二宮君
What were you doing? Yamabuki, what's wrong?
I thought I'd bumped into her, but it'd be more accurate to say that she's clinging onto me.
Oh, I see. This is part of her plan. And it definitely doesn't seem like she rushed over here to have breakfast. I heard you left the dorm early this morning to take care of some business.
ええちょっと人と会ってたから
Oh, you didn't come here to eat breakfast though, right?
私は先に食べたし二宮君はこれから朝食
Yep. Unless it's something urgent you need my help with.
急ぎといえば急ぎなんだけど
I don't know what all this is about, but she's being oddly timid about it.
Alright, I'll help.
でも朝食まだなんでしょ
It's fine.
At worst, I miss breakfast, but I can always return to the dorm later in the day to grab some of my smoked meats. I tell her to wait for me in the student council room, then go and give Shiori and Kasumi a brief explanation before quickly heading there myself.
IxSHE Tell
Smells good, doesn't it?
コーヒー
Cafe au lait, to be precise, with extra sugar. I thought it might help you calm your mind.
I hand her one of the 2 cups I made using instant coffee.
They say it's a good relaxant.
リラックス
Yeah, you know, like coffee milk. It soothes all problems.
ごめんね変に気使わせちゃって
Okay, I kind of feel like giving somebody caffeine isn't a great way to deal with them being high-strung. Just saying. Nah, I just thought this might help curb my hunger a bit, so I made one for you too. Don't worry about it.
何よそれまったくかっこつけてるのかと思ったらどっちにしろ私のせいって言ってるようなものじゃない
Well, at least you know what's on my mind.
I think I've succeeded in getting her to loosen up a bit.
So, who were you meeting with this morning?
うんそれなんだけど
She pauses for a moment, tracing her finger along the rim of her cup.
生徒会選挙中私を支持してくれてた子たちがいたのは覚えてる
Yeah, I remember. The girls who were against me, or more accurately, against the ban on romantic relationships being lifted.
そうそうその子たち
Part of the reason I came up with the poster plan in the first place was out of concern for them.
You're still friends with those girls, aren't you?
ええもちろんだからこそ
She'd met with some good friends of hers, yet her expression seems anything but jolly.
So why the long face?
それが昨日の結城先輩と小塚さんの件学園中の騒ぎになっちゃったじゃない
Yeah, basically everyone had heard the news by the end of the day. I'm guessing those girls didn't find it particularly amusing, though.
空気は乱れてるしみんなも浮ついてるしやっぱり失敗なんじゃないかって
Right. I can understand where they're coming from.
Originally, I'd hoped that I'd be able to ease the worries of those students before any major problems arose. It's partly my fault for not realizing how monumental the change would be, including how I didn't realize how many girls would confess to me.
Oh no.
私もねまだあれから3日だし判断するには早いんじゃないかって言ったんだけど私の手に余るようならその時は直接学園側に相談するかもみたいなこと言ってたし
Ah, but that doesn't explain why you look so glum.
どうしてって
yesterday you brought up the crazy idea of having an inappropriate relationship with me just for the sake of getting the ban reinstated. It'd be a much quicker process just to team up with those girls and form your own opposition movement, wouldn't it?
いや、それはそうかもしれないけど、
But?
私だって自分勝手なのは分かってる。でも、私が二宮君に告白したなんて言ったら、みんなをがっかりさせちゃうから。
Traitor! I mean, you said you weren't serious about it, so why can't you just explain that to them?
だからあれはバカ。
Yes, I should stop teasing her.
You gotta lighten up, Yamabuki. You're too easy to read.
ちょっと、何笑ってるのよ。
Hmm? Am I really smirking?
ニヤニヤしてた。
I'm trying up a girl who said she liked me.
You can't blame me for smiling a bit. Alright, Yamabuki. I want you to contact the broadcast club.
何いきなり。
I'm moving up the schedule. Arrange a school-wide assembly for me at noon. As student president, I have something to announce to the student bodies of both Kenseikan and Misakihama. Also, make sure that you let those girls know too. They might be your supporters, but I want them to hear what I have to say as well.
待って、話すって何を？
You'll see at the assembly. I have a responsibility as the school council president to do something about this. I'll make things right. You can count on it.
I clap her on the shoulder reassuringly. After she leaves her broadcast committee's location, I sit down and begin working on my speech for this afternoon.
すごい人数ね。解禁地の説明会よりも多いんじゃないかしら。
Well, considering I've been the talk of both schools these past couple of days, I'd say that's why.
Our tiny auditorium is more than filled to capacity.
That's what the sound would have you believe, but the visuals say otherwise.
They're all in the back. I even spy some peeking in through the windows. I haven't given any hints as to what my speech today will be about,
It's a secret to everyone.
so I imagine most of the students here are thinking I'll announce whose confession I decided to accept.
Thanks for setting this all up on such short notice.
気にしないでよ。会長のスピーチは数少ない放送部の見せ所だしさ。
You're in everything, aren't you?
準備はできてるから、いつでも始められるよ。
Thank you too, Yamabuki.
でも本当に何を？今朝の話と関係あるのよね。
It is. Did you remember to tell your friends to come?
ええ、講堂の後ろの方にだけど来てるみたい。
Hey, you were right. They're all in the back. Good. All right. I think we're ready to start this. Make sure you pay attention too, Yamabuki.
Before ascending to the podium, I turn to her and raise my hand.
それは、うん。でも何その手？暴力はダメよ。
No, I want a high five.
I was trying to liven the mood by giving her a high five, but I guess she didn't get the message.
Oh man, all right. Well, there goes my cinematic entrance.
I'll just have to give her a high five once I come down from the podium, after killing this speech, of course.
Thank you all for coming here today. I know you'd much rather be spending your lunch breaks doing other things. But let me be clear. I am not here to talk about my personal affairs. I'm sure I don't need to say what exactly I'm referring to.
Despite the statement, not a single student leaves the auditorium.
My speech today will center around the question of whether lifting the ban on romantic relationships was indeed the right choice. Naturally, I understand that each and every one of you has a different opinion on the matter, but I want you to hear me out. All of you men gathered here before me. All of you women gathered here before me. All of you listening to this broadcast. Never forget that you yourselves are a product of your parents' love. It is because of their love that you are alive today. Denying the act of love is to deny the very feeling which brought you into this world.
Glancing aside, I see that Yamabuki is furrowing her brows. She averts her eyes, staring off to the back of the auditorium.
Some of you may have fears about what is to come, and I understand that. But I want you to know that everything will be all right. We humans are naturally scared of the unknown, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. So let us join hands and dip our feet into this new territory together.
A thin smattering of applause greets my further speech.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Did you really expect me to say something like that? Those of you who applauded just now, ask yourselves, can we truly forge lasting relationships through modesty and delicacy?
The scattered clapping comes to an end.
No, I say. To me, that is nothing but hypocrisy born from orthodoxy, pure, deluded idealism. So let me ask you this again. Should we continue to cling to this irrational ideology? No, love is not born through reticence.
会長、二宮君？
I motion for Yamabuki not to interrupt, then continue speaking.
Do you understand where these worries come from now? Are there any of you who feel the same? It has been a mere 3 days since the ban on romance was officially lifted. But in those 3 days, drastic changes have taken place around us. Now let me ask those of you who voted for me, do you still think that lifting the ban was the right choice? Ever since its lifting, some of you have experienced pain and anxiety that you've never had to worry about before. Am I right?
For the first time during this assembly, a large murmur runs through the crowd, both inside and outside the auditorium. Proof that the true message behind my words has finally reached them.
The truth is, a significant number of students expressed these fears before the ban had been lifted, and they continue to hold on to those sentiments. Now that both sides understand that they exist, we've gained the valuable ability to compromise with one another. This is how we will come to truly understand each other. However, let me make this clear. That doesn't necessarily mean going against the grain.
The murmuring stops as everyone attentively fixes their eyes on me. At the end of the day, however, this is just my subjective personal opinion, but that's fine.
We of the Student Council pledge to uphold public morals while also providing you, the students, with all of the tools you need to enjoy your lives here. We will be detailing our council affairs as openly as possible in the school newspaper, so please keep yourselves up to date. And if you have any concerns or questions, you're welcome to stop by and ask us at any time. Even if you simply need help talking to boys, our ever-reliable Vice President Yamabuki will gladly provide her assistance.
ええ、私でよければいつでも相談して。
I can't tell if those words are directed to the student body in general or to her friends from this morning. But I do know that the dignified Yamabuki I know and trust has returned in full force.
Sorry though. I know we didn't rehearse that.
I apologize to her by making brief eye contact.
I know that this doesn't fundamentally change anything, nor does anything to resolve the fears of those who have them. But that's exactly why we have such a capable vice president. It's thanks to her that I can continue supporting school romance without going too overboard. Lastly, decide for yourselves if you want to follow the student council. I'll say this only once. What I want is the freedom to experience all the things we can only experience now while we are young. And I'll stay true to those feelings even if it invites scorn from others. Whether you wish to experience love or not, the choice is yours. My only desire is for you to be happy and enjoy your time here.
The auditorium explodes with cheers and applause, making the tepid clapping from earlier seem like nothing more than a dream.
It's also quite loud.
Among those applauding are Yamabuki's friends in the back. They even seem to be smiling, albeit somewhat awkwardly.
I think it's safe to say this was a success.
But that doesn't mean it's smooth sailing from here on out. In fact, this is only the first hurdle to overcome. The standing ovation continues loudly, even as I leave the auditorium behind.
Oh, thanks.
IxSHE Tell.
I practiced on that speech really hard. For a second, I thought we were on a boat. I just love this spot. You can see for miles out. There's just this sense of freedom here, you know? Really suits my current mood.
The refreshing ocean breeze cools my heated cheeks, still flushed from the excitement of the speech.
And also, this large container of water. Tasty. Don't you agree, Yamabuki?
そうね。
I can tell she wants to say something, but I'll wait until she's ready.
I think I'm gonna spend the rest of my lunch break here.
After finishing my speech, I found myself naturally walking here. This is the observation deck of the tallest clock tower on the campus. If I were to stroll through school right now, I'd probably be surrounded by a mob of students in a heartbeat. Unfortunately, the speech took a lot out of me. I don't think I have the energy to deal with that many people right now.
Anyways, that's why I came here, for a bit of a breather. What about you?
私はさっきのことで二宮君にお礼を言わなきゃと思って。
Why? You didn't have to follow me all the way out here just for that.
So, that's what she wanted to say to me?
でも二宮君、私のためにあんなスピーチを。
Not in particular. Like I told you, I was just moving things up the schedule. The speech was something I would have had to do eventually, either way.
そうなの？
Even before we went through with the lifting of the ban, I knew there'd be problems we'd have to overcome. But I also knew there'd be a number of unforeseen issues that we'd only discover after lifting it. I was planning to make a speech after most of them had come to light.
そっか。
Still, I'd say things went very well today. There might even be another special report in the school paper by the end of the day. All this attention lines up perfectly for the poster project too, come to think of it.
でも最後はみんなも笑ってた。
Yeah, me too.
私を頼ってくれたみんなを失望させなくて済んだわ。
Yep.
二宮くんが私に気を使ってくれたおかげで。ね。ありがとう。
I said you didn't have to thank me.
I'm starting to get goosebumps from the embarrassment. But if those words came from the heart, then I'm grateful for them.
Well, I hope you don't mind me saying this either then.
何？
I know you're glad that your friends left happy.
I push up the corners of my mouth using my fingers, imitating the expression on her face.
But right now, you've got the biggest smile of them all. I like it much better than the face you were making this morning.
やだ、私そんなデレデレした。見ちゃダメ。
Bit late for that. Why? It looks nice on you.
エッチ。
Oh? That's pretty golden coming from the girl who practically pleaded with me to violate her.
心を侵されるのは別なの。
She tries to hide her embarrassment by balling her hands into fists and raining down light punches on my chest. Not that it hurts at all. If this is the price I have to pay for seeing that adorable, bashful expression, I'll happily pay for it.
She should probably quit going all violating this and violating that, though. Here's the thing.
何を。
Her fists come to a stop, and she looks at me curiously.
I lifted the ban on romance because I wanted every student here to have the opportunity to enjoy their school life to the fullest. And that includes you.
私も含めて？
I know I probably sound like a broken record at this point. But you're only young once. It just doesn't feel right to spend every day being all stiff and frowny. You know what I mean?
それはまあ
Everyone expresses their happiness in different ways. But I can't imagine someone who strives to make their friends smile wants to look at like a sourpuss 24/7.
その考え自体は否定しないわ。その考えはね。でも忘れたわけじゃないでしょうね。
Are you implying that I'm wrong about something else?
そりゃそうよ。だって私は恋愛を認めたわけじゃないんだから。ね。
Yeah, I know. I'm content enough with her agreeing that we should enjoy our school life here.
That's what I like about her. In fact, she wouldn't be Yamabuki if her approval could be won so easily.
なんかニヤニヤしてるのは納得いかないけど、まあいいわ。というか、そんな二宮くんに私からも一つ聞いていい？
Ask away.
それじゃあ、
She crosses her arms over her chest as she darts her eyes around nervously. What exactly does she want to ask?
恋愛解禁って、要するに二宮くんが彼女とキャッキャウフフな学園生活を送るために実現させたのよね。
Maybe. Or harsh wording aside, yeah, that's pretty much why.
でも、それならどうして周りのことまで気にするの？みんなにも楽しんでほしいってどうして？
In short, why is my own happiness not the priority? But my reason is honestly rather...
I guess I just want people to pay attention, you know? I want them to call me lucky, say my girlfriend's the cutest, things like that.
わあ、ここに来て意外と人間臭い。
Well, think about it. Say we were dating. What would feel better if no one cared about us, or if they said things like, "Whoa, Ninamiya's girlfriend is so cute," or "Man, I wish I had a girlfriend as good looking as Yamabuki-san"? I'll just pretend I didn't see that.
うるさいわね。そんなの嬉しいに決まってるじゃない。ああ、ちなみに一般論だからね。
Sure, sure. But that's why it's fun to be around you girls. You're all serious about romance.
なるほどね。そういうことなら、まあ、わからなくもないわ。実際、小清水さんたちとの接点も増えてるし。
Although they're rivals, supposedly, the expression on her face suggests that she rather enjoys their company. Not that I'm in a position to speak to her feelings.
あれ？
What is it?
じゃあ、二宮くん、自分に彼女がいても、他の男子に彼女ができたら羨ましいって思うの？
Well, I mean... Damn it, don't nitpick every word I say.
まあいいけど。
Hold on. Don't just nod like you know exactly what I'm thinking.
いいじゃない。だってほら、まずはお互いを知ろうって話になってるんだし。
She's got me there. Her face says it all.
Fine, alright. I'm sorry for what I said earlier. But anyways, seeing as my speech was a success, let's try this again.
I turn towards her and raise my hand in the air like last time.
だからそれって何なの？
Alright.
Well...
She mimics my gesture, but only wiggles her fingers in the air. Apparently, she's never given anyone a high five before.
I just get the mental picture of her doing the rocket power woogity 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 woogity. What?
さっきので私に恩を売って代わりに胸触らせろとか言うんじゃ。
Please don't put words in my mouth. She's really been acting like she has a screw loose these past few days. I had no idea this was how she's really like. It's a high five. Have you honestly never done it before?
パイタッチ？ああ、やらしい。やっぱり私の胸が目当てだったのね。
What?
I don't even know how to respond to that.
何よその顔。 男子ってこういう下品なのが好きなんじゃないの？
You're doing this on purpose?
弟よ。前に弟がそんなこと言ってるのを注意したことがあってん。
Okay, that's actually pretty funny.
It certainly seemed like something only a guy would say. Still, I'm impressed she managed to say it with such a straight face, given her personality. I have to say, though, I kinda digs?
I kinda
Alright.
digs girls who can say dirty jokes.
I have to say, though, I kinda dig girls who can say dirty jokes.
A high five is, you know, something you do when you want to celebrate something good with someone else. You've never seen two people cheer and slap each other's hands in the air?
スポーツで見たことあるわ。私もあれやってみたかったの。
This conversation's taken a hell of a detour.
Well, anyways, it looks like the student council is going to be pretty busy from here on out. So I'm counting on your continued support, Miss Vice President.
こちらこそよろしく、隊長。
Nice.
The sharp clap of her hands echoes high and far, carried by the breeze until it vanishes into the blue. We don't talk much after that, but the rest of our lunch break is spent together in comfortable silence.
IxSHE Tell.
That was a very crisp high five for someone who's never done it before.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, even though everyone's here, I think it's actually time that we end this episode. That's not what the line says. Oh well, that's what we're doing anyway.
It'll work for next time.
It will! All right, well, that was an interesting way to bridge some gaps and deal with some dissenters. Okay, I don't want to say it like that. That makes me sound like an authoritarian. Or am I? But it actually was very well executed, that whole thing. Kind of dealing with the impassioned speech. And the more we get to know... So we kind of had a pseudo-confession from Shiori as well? I kind of have the sneaking suspicion that that's probably the closest that we're going to get to a confession from Shiori until we actually go down her route. Just kind of the, hey, you know, if you're not interested in anybody else, you know, we could do things. We could be a couple. But I also really liked getting to know Yamabuki a bit more. I like her character.
Yeah, I like her more from this episode.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of figured that she was going to be the type of character that it took a little while to warm up to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a better idea of how I would rank them right now. I don't have solid choices just yet.
Yeah, and they're very different, so my rankings depend on what I'm ranking them on.
True. That's a good point.
It's like, is it comedic value, or is it like the route that I probably would... Well, I don't know, because the route I want to go down right now, well, man, it's hard. There's definitely... I'll say there's definitely two people who are the pack leaders.
Okay.
For me.
All right.
And we'll see. It's still really early.
Yeah. Well, and it seems like we actually have more of the prologue / common route to go before we actually get to select a route. So that's good. I'm glad that we're getting more time to get to know the characters and form these attachments before we actually go down one of the routes. Still curious exactly how that's going to work. I think maybe we just get to select, kind of like King Koi, but we'll figure it out. Well, thank you all so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we hope to see you in the next one. For now, we are the Bridge Boys, signing off.